Good afternoon, everyone. So, last class we started cardiac out. The next topic is heart rate. So, heart rate, the heart continues to beat at all the time, right? So, the frequency of beating maybe varies, but under normal resting condition, so these beats we call it is 75 per minute. Okay, so that is called heart rate. So, when the heart beats, the frequency of beats we call it the heart rate, the rate at which the heart beats. The normal range is 60 to 100 beats per minute. Okay, normal is 60 to 100 beats per minute. Whenever this beating less than 60, okay, less than 60 beat per minute, so per minute, so only 60 times the heart is beating, we call it as bradycardia. Okay, so we call it as bradycardia. If it is more than 100 beats per minute, we call it as tachycardia. Okay, the heart rate, the rate at which the heart beats. So heart will continue to beat at all the time because it is involuntary muscle. The frequency of this beating maybe varies, but we will take a normal under resting condition. The range is 60 to 100 beats per minute or 75. Okay, 75 beats per minute. So if it is less than 60 beats, we call it as a bradycardia. Okay, bradycardia, and more than 100 beats, we call it as a tachycardia. Okay, tachycardia. So this heart rate, basically it is established by SA node. Okay, so basically the discharge from the SA node, we call it as, that is heart rate. Okay, the heart rate is the rate of discharge of SA node, the sinus rhythm. Okay, also call it as sinus rhythm. So this SA nodal discharge, okay, so this SA nodal discharge, so modified by autonomic nervous system. Okay, so autonomic nervous system, so that is mainly the nerve supply to the heart. Okay, so autonomic nervous system, so heart get the innervations from the autonomic nervous system. So this SA nodal discharge can be mainly modified by autonomic nervous system, ANS. Next, coming to the factors affecting one is the age. So in infants or small babies, the heart rate is 120 to 140. Okay, so it is very high. Okay, heart rate is high. Again, then in adults it will come back to normal 60 to 100. So again it will increases in elderly people. Okay, heart rate rises again in the elderly people. In the gender, in adult females. Okay, in females it is 72 to 80 because the resting sympathetic tone is high. So just you remember, in male it is less, 64 to 72 compared to females. Okay, in female it is more, the heart rate is more. So next is the temperature. So whenever the temperature increases, so this is the arrow mark of increasing. Whenever the temperature increases, the heart rate is also increases. Okay, heart rate increases. So because the increase in temperature directly direct action on SA node. So first only I told the SA nodal discharge, the rate at which the SA nodal discharge represents the heart rate. So if the SA nodal discharge increases, the heart rate is also increases, like that. So whenever temperature increases, like during fever, so fever, what will happen? Directly it will stimulate the SA node. So the heart rate increases. But another thing, if the temperature increases, the BP decreases. Okay. So whenever the heart rate and the BP is inversely proportional. So our BP means blood pressure. Okay. The heart rate and blood pressures are inversely proportional. That means whenever the heart rate increases, the BP decreases. So emotion condition during exercise. Okay, disease like Cushing reflex. So emotions and exercise, the heart rate increases. Disease conditions like Cushing reflex, the heart rate decreases. Okay. And one more, the physiological thing is the respiration. So during inspiration, the heart rate increases. During expiration, the heart rate decreases. This is one of the important physiological phenomena. So called sinus arrhythmia. Okay, sinus arrhythmia. So here, during inspiration, the heart rate increases. Okay, during inspiration, the heart rate increases, and during expiration, the heart rate decreases. So factors affecting is very important. Okay, so tell me. So during age, so compared to newborn babies or infants, it is very high, heart rate is more, and again elderly people, it is increases. Then gender, compared to female, the male is having a less heart rate. Okay. Then temperature, so temperature have a direct action on SA node. So whenever the temperature increases, so SA nodal discharge increases, so heart rate increases. So that is enough. Okay. Then so emotion and exercise and all, heart rate increases. Okay, heart rate increases. Then disease conditions like Cushing reflex, the heart rate decreases, or also thyrotoxicosis, you can write fever, hypovolemic shock, it will decreases. So thyrotoxicosis, hypovolemic shock and fever and all, the heart rate increases. Okay. Then respiration. So during inspiration, the heart rate increases, and during expiration, inspiration, expiration, in means you are taking the air inside the lung. Okay. Expiration, you are expiring the carbon dioxide outside, right? It's called sinus arrhythmia. Next, coming to the regulation of the heart rate. So in the regulation of the heart rate, so the mainly by there are so many mechanisms are there. So those things are not needed. So one is the neural mechanism. Okay. So in the neural mechanism, neural means nerve. Okay. So nerve regulation. Okay. So one is autonomic nervous system. So that is mainly that innervate the heart, so called cardiac innervation, and also this autonomic nervous system innervate the vascular system, vessels. Okay. So both will regulate the heart rate. Another one is a medullary regulation. So in the medullary regulation, so medullary is a part of the brain. So if I tell now, so you can't understand. So just just remember that the medulla is a part of the brain stem. Okay, it is present in the brain. So that is regulating the heart rate. Okay, so there are two centers, vasomotor center and cardiovagal center. Okay, so remember in the regulation of the heart rate, so in this chapter, so mainly they give the factors affecting the heart rate. Okay, so but it is included in a syllabus, so I am telling. So in the neural mechanism, mainly by neural mechanism, there is the autonomic nervous system, so mainly that innervate the heart, and the medullary regulation. So medullary regulation, medulla oblongata mainly. So medulla is present in the brain. Okay, so it is a center. So that is regulating the heart rate by through two centers. One is a vasomotor center and cardiovagal center. Okay, so as I told, so you can see in this diagram, so this is the brain, so this is the brain stem. Okay, we call it the brain stem. So in the brain stem, the medulla oblongata is present, so medullary centers. Okay, so that is through through autonomic nervous system it is regulating. So in the autonomic nervous regulation, so first I will tell there are two division. Okay, so in ANS there are two divisions. One is sympathetic nervous system, another one is parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, sympathetic and parasympathetic, also call it as vagus. Okay, parasympathetic, also call it as vagus. Now first the sympathetic nervous. So here whenever the sympathetic stimulation, so you can see in this diagram, so this is a preganglionic fiber, autonomic ganglion, so that mainly produce a neurotransmitter norepinephrine. Okay, so that is innervating the heart. So whenever the stimulation of sympathetic takes place, so that will increase the heart rate. That is called positive chronotropic and contractility. So just remember in the regulation, the sympathetic and parasympathetic, that is autonomic nervous system. In the sympathetic, which is supplying to both atria and ventricular muscle, whenever the stimulation of sympathetic nerve, that will increase the heart rate and force of contractility of the atria of the cardiac muscle or the heart. Just remember that is the effect is enough. Okay, so what will it will do? The stimulation of sympathetic increase the heart rate and force of contraction. That is enough. Okay, next parasympathetic. So here mainly produce the acetylcholine as a neurotransmitter. So it is supplying only to the atrial muscle. So there is no supplying to the ventricles. Okay, so it will not supplies to the ventricles. Only it is supplying to the atrial muscle. Okay, so whenever the stimulation of parasympathetic, it decrease the heart rate. Okay, so and delay the AV node. Okay, prolong the delay at AV node. So little effect on contractility. So just remember, so because it is not supplying to the ventricular muscle now, so whenever there is a stimulation of parasympathetic, it decrease the heart rate. Okay, prolong the AV nodal delay. So understood, in the regulation of the heart rate, the first is the autonomic nervous regulation. In the autonomic nervous regulation, so there are sympathetic and parasympathetic. The sympathetic, mainly by producing noradrenaline, it is supplying to both atria and ventricle. Stimulation of sympathetic increase the heart rate and force of contractility. Whenever stimulation of parasympathetic, it will increase the heart rate and delay the prolong the delay at AV node, okay, by releasing the acetylcholine, ACH, acetylcholine as a neurotransmitter. So next, coming to the medulla, that is the highest center which is controlling. So you can see here the medulla, okay, that is very important, medulla oblongata. So these are the brain parts, hypothalamus, thalamus, cerebral cortex. So if I tell now, you will be confused. So you can see the diagram. So medulla oblongata, this part, okay. So medullary cardiovascular center. So medulla now, ANS is over. Now how the medulla is controlling the heart rate, okay, what is the effect? So next is the medullary cardiovascular centers. In the vasomotor center and cardiac vagal center. So if you remember, the name is enough, okay. Vasomotor center, it has vasoconstrictor and vasodilator area. Cardiovagal center is having the three areas. So this little bit difficult the names, okay. Dorsal motor nucleus of vagus, nucleus of tractus solitarius and nucleus ambiguous, okay. So these are the cardiovagal centers. So apart from this, okay, apart from this nervous regulation, some of the reflexes, okay, so reflexes also control the heart rate. So these reflexes are, one is the baroreceptor reflex. So apart from the nervous regulation, then there is a reflexes are present. So these reflexes are also control the heart rate. So baroreceptor reflex. So these baroreceptor reflex are present in the walls of carotid sinus and aortic arch. So I will explain detail in blood pressure class, because the same mechanisms are regulating the BP also, okay. So just I will not tell in detail. Baroreceptor are the receptors that will change whenever there is a change in the pressure. So that will detected by baroreceptor, okay. So whenever there is a change in the pressure, in the blood pressure, or any change in the pressure in the blood, so that is detected by this receptor, baroreceptor, okay. So where is this baroreceptor? It is not present in all over the body, okay. It is present only, so here carotid sinus, sorry, this is aortic arch and carotid sinus, okay. So this aortic arch, when the blood is pumped to aorta, right, so there it is present. So aortic arch and carotid sinus here. So this is the bifurcation, here the bifurcation of carotid artery, the carotid sinus are present, okay. So whenever stimulation of baroreceptor, So stimulation of baroreceptor, so that will increase the arterial pressure, or the pressure, it will increase the BP. Okay, so whenever the BP increases, so heart rate decreases, like that. So it is a negative, inverse relationship. So remember, so negative chronotropic are decrease the heart rate, decrease the force of contraction. That's all. Okay. So in the baroreceptor reflex, baroreceptors are receptors. So that will that will detected, that will activate whenever there is a change in the pressure in the blood. Okay. So mainly location, there are carotid sinus and aortic arch. Okay, there are two baroreceptors, carotid sinus, in the walls of the carotid sinus, and aortic arch. The two places it is present, baroreceptors. Okay, so whenever there is increase in blood pressure, the pressure increases, these baroreceptors get detected and it makes the blood pressure decreases. So in a BP class I will tell. So just remember, so whenever this baroreceptor stimulated, it will decrease the heart rate and force of contraction. So it's the location. So next is the chemoreceptor reflex. Okay, chemoreceptor reflex. So chemoreceptors are so chemoreceptors are any chemical. These receptors are it will detect any changes in chemical composition of blood. So baroreceptor detect the pressure changes. Chemoreceptor detect the any chemical changes in the blood. Okay. So for example, if there is an increase in carbon dioxide content or decrease in oxygen content, so these receptors get stimulated. Okay, so these are also present in carotid body. So near the baroreceptor only, carotid body and aortic body. Okay, carotid body and aortic body. So these receptors, whenever stimulated, it is stimulated by decrease in oxygen or decrease in pH or increase in carbon dioxide content in the blood. Okay, so in the blood. So what will happen? It will positive chronotropic and inotropic. So chronotropic means the heart rate, inotropic means force of contraction. Okay. So positive means increase the heart rate, positive inotropic increase the force of contraction of the heart. So overall is it will increase the heart rate. Okay, understood? That is chemoreceptor reflex. So chemoreceptors are the receptors any chemical changes in the blood that is detected by chemoreceptors. So these chemoreceptors are present in aortic body and carotid body. Okay, carotid body and aortic body. So near the baroreceptors, it is also, this is receptors also present. So it is stimulated by whenever there is a decrease in oxygen or increase in carbon dioxide. Okay, so what will happen? The body needs more. So what will happen? So this oxygen content, when it will be reduced, and the body needs more oxygen, right? So it will increase the heart rate. So it will stimulate the heart through mechanisms are there. So that is not needed for you. Through 10th and cranial nerves, 9th and 10th cranial nerves, it is passing. So like that, some mechanism is there. So ultimately it will increase the heart rate. So whenever heart rate increases, so when the heart rate increases, the more discharge, okay, discharge, SN nodal discharge increases. So conduction it will be quick. Conduction of impulses through all atrial ventricles will be increases. So overall, so increase the contraction and relaxation of the heart increases, and supply more blood towards the chemoreceptors. So overall effect is increase the heart rate and increase the force of contractility. So that's complete the heart rate. So in the heart rate, it is very important. So what and all you have to read, I will tell. So mainly the factors affecting the heart rate. Okay, factors affecting the heart rate. For then the regulation of the heart rate. The regulation of the heart rate. So they will not give a direct question. So 3 marks questions, or in MCQs 1 mark questions they will ask. Okay, so in the regulation of the heart rate, so the important is first there is a neural regulation it is, and also it is regulated by some of the reflexes. Okay, the neuroregulation, there is a autonomic nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. So there is a, whenever the stimulation of the sympathetic, it will increase, it will release the norepinephrine as a neurotransmitter, so which is supplying to the nerve, sympathetic nerve will be supplying to both atria and ventricular muscles. So whenever the stimulation, it increase the heart rate, increase the force of contractility. So opposite action is parasympathetic. Okay, so it will decrease the heart rate, decrease the force of contraction, and it will duration will be delay. It will prolong the duration of AV nodal delay. Okay, by releasing the acetylcholine as a neurotransmitter. So next, coming to the medullary centers. So medullary centers that mainly include vasomotor center and cardio inhibitory centers. Okay, so next, coming to reflexes. So important is one is a baroreceptors reflex, chemoreceptor reflex. Okay, so under baroreceptor reflex, whenever the baroreceptor or the receptor that detect the change in the pressure, okay, change in the pressure in the blood. Okay, so these baroreceptors mainly present in the wall of carotid sinus and arch of aorta. The stimulation of baroreceptor mainly increase the blood pressure. Okay, so whenever the blood pressure increases, the heart rate decreases. So that is mainly because of the Mary's law. Okay, so I will put this one Mary's law definition in the textbook. So always they will ask. Okay, so Mary's law states that heart rate is inversely proportional to blood pressure. That is, increase of BP, decrease the heart rate. Okay, so stimulation of baroreceptor, decrease the heart rate. So chemoreceptor reflex. So chemoreceptors are any chemical changes is detected by these chemoreceptors. So that is also present near the baroreceptor. So aortic body and carotid body. So this, whenever decrease in oxygen content or decrease in pH or increase in carbon dioxide content, mainly these receptor get stimulated. Okay, so overall effect, it increase the heart rate, increase the force of contraction. Okay, so apart from this, there are so many other receptors or reflexes are also present, operate the heart rate on the Bain bridge reflex. Okay, joint receptors and also those are not needed. So just remember these two reflexes. Okay, So that's complete the heart rate. Thank you.